And that is 1-1 here in Anfield. A massive goal from Recycot.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar. In today's episode we have got two games coming up. The first, we're going back to Anfield, returning to a stadium where we played quite a few years ago now. In a round of 16 game we lost at the Anfield, I think it was. Yeah, as you can see, we had a very good game though against them. Very unlucky to get knocked out in the way we did. We're coming up against them, and then after that we've got a game in the league against second place Dynamo Kyiv. If you take a look at how we've been doing since last time out, obviously we had that Super Cup final, ended very, very well for us. We've just had a bit of league action, a cup game as well. We've won every game in the league up to this point here. We had a 3-0 win in the Champions League against Angers, who we played last year as well, I think. If we go and take a look, we did there. I know we didn't actually, but it was no, it wasn't them. I don't know why I was thinking it was, but we did play them, get a win there, which was good. And then we dropped points just now, first game on against Kolos, as you can see. A bit frustrating, but not really too bothered about the league. And then yeah, we're on to the Champions League here today. If we take a look at our games that we've got in the Champions League now. I was really quite annoyed when I saw these games when they came through, but then on reflection I realised it's a whole bunch of new teams. There's no easy games in the Champions League, and we've drawn some, I think, some pretty good games. So we've got Liverpool as one of our teams left to play. Real Madrid are coming to the Donbass Arena. That will be a very, very interesting game to see what happens there. PSG, we're going away to play against them. We've got Panathinaikos, who are there. AC Milan, we're going up against. Ajax away, and also Colin away. So in terms of how I project this league phase to go for us, I would expect us to beat PSG, Panathinaikos, Ajax, and Cologne. So 12 points from there, plus the three we've already picked up, takes us to 15. Obviously, we drew to PSG last time, but maybe because the pressure was there, I think we just have to, be a bit more careful and better in how we play. And I think we can easily get a result there. They were the pot two team, so Liverpool and Real Madrid pot one, AC Milan, PSG pot two. I think, or it might have been even PSG pot 3 and Ajax were pot 2, and then obviously Cologne and Panathinaikos. Or it will have been Angers actually, who where are we now? Angers will have been pot 3, and then these two maybe pot 4. I'm not too sure. Also where Ajax were, I don't really know, but I think it's good set of fixtures. We obviously played Liverpool before, but apart from that, PSG we've played, but we want to get a bit of revenge, and it'll be a big game for us. AC Milan, I played them in pre-season, good game for us, and then also Real Madrid, who I offered a pre-season friendly, and they didn't want to, they didn't let us come to the Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah, we have to take advantage of the fact we've got two out of those. I mean, I think we can get 15 points, and then it's one of these three games where we really need to get a win to get to 18 points. And we have to take advantage of the fact we've got two of them at home. It should really be the AC Milan game where we could get it, but it could also be this Liverpool game. They did just win the Champions League. They were like, yeah, they did really, really well last year. First time in over 20 years. Yeah, exactly 20 years since they won it. At this point in history, they did manage to win it against RB Leipzig last year. And then we've also got Real Madrid at home, which obviously it's Real Madrid, but we could get a result. We'll have to see, but that is the plan for this Champions League phase. And then after that, Real Madrid is in a few days, but I thought we'll just play Dynamo Kiev. Big game as ever, and we'll see how this team is doing at the moment. We've made one more signing. I brought in we made two signings actually. I'll get on to that in a second. But the first player we've brought in is Fabio Cambindo. As you can see here, is a big left back, really really good player. Big player, as I say, got overall very very good qualities. I don't know why he's regressing, but I'm training him in a left back role. He is a winger, as you can see, but I think it could work at left back if we train him properly. Colombian international, 26 years of age, lots of experience behind him. I think we've got, for how much we paid paid 62 million. Yeah, as you can see, it's not a bad signing. I'm willing to put a bit of money on it whilst we had it, and hopefully it can work out. And then we've also brought in here Christian Barreto, backup goalkeeper. He is the Farry replacement, coming in from Morientes, who is the Portuguese team who I have a feeling we had played against when we were at Santa Clara, but he comes in from there. Some good stats if we can call on him, and overall a good signing for the fee we paid. And then finally, Leonardo Santos has left us. I don't know if this was in the last episode, but he has left us now, gone over to Al Ahly, as you can see. Not going to stand in his way, as I say, and yeah, there he goes. It's a shame we have to lose him, but what can you do, really? I guess he brings us in a fair bit of money. In the end, we have a little bit left there, but transfer window is closed now. Hopefully, we have held on to Lozano and Ochoa. Ochoa's out injured. The only issue we have is not much depth at all. Really, really struggling with it, and we've had a few injuries already in this season. But we've got a good team, and we just need to get the morale up a little bit because, as you can see here, obviously, because Monique was annoyed about the goalkeeping, and then I brought one in, and of course they're not happy because the interactions never work. And then Lozano still wants to leave, but basically the whole squad disagree with that. And yeah, that you can see there, because Monique unhappy, even though I signed a good goalkeeper. You can't make them all happy, can you? Let's go and play this first game of the day against Liverpool. So the team for this game against Liverpool, we're going without a goalkeeper on the bench because of these stupid registration rules that the Champions League has. The team starts with Enrique in goal, backline of Cambindo, Lozano, Anderson and Cortazar, Kravchuk, Lind, Toms Janssen make up the midfield today. We've got Rysaiko on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzminic up top. As the teams walk out here in Anfield, big game, always a big occasion to come and play against Liverpool. And for this Shakhtar team, not full strength today. As I say, it is quite tough with the depth that we've got. We've got good quality, but it's not as good as it was last year, with a few players leaving and stuff like that. And also, I need to go into contract negotiations because we might lose a few players. It's going to be very important that we go and do that. And there's a bit of money left, but I mean, I was looking at areas to strengthen, and we couldn't bring in the players in time. Not much we can really do about that when that happens. But I guess we have a good team at the moment in terms of the main team when everyone's here and everyone's, fit and ready to play. But I guess people are at different stages at the moment. Some have had more pre-season than others, and they've had to come back at different times, stuff like that. But we're getting into the season now, and this is where it starts. We have to start to, knuckle down stuff like that. Into September, it'll become a very busy period in the calendar. But then obviously we've got that break in the middle as well, which will definitely benefit us a little bit. Gives us a good rest before any knockout games, which is always important. As Liverpool have an early chance here, and Enrique forced into a very big save, a corner here for Liverpool to see if they can do anything with it. I wouldn't expect anything from this game. If we could get a point, that would be a very good result, and then we could play for points against AC Milan and Real Madrid, and that would be enough, surely, if we get results in other games to get us through. We have a tough set of games, but as long as we manage it well, I think we can get the results that we need and get that top 8 once again, which we managed to do for the first time last year, which was a really, really big result for us. We just about managed to do it. I think we played well with all the tough games that we had, and now we need to go and replicate something similar to that. We thought the Porto game, for example, would be really, really tough, and we beat them 5-1, and then we did what we obviously did in the quarter-final against them. This is how we need to manage it going into the rest of this, this league phase, and within 6 games time. I think I'm not too sure. I think we may or may not complete the league phase by next episode. If not, it will be within the next 2 episodes, so it will be very, very busy period, lots of interesting games coming up and stuff like that, and then after that we'll be going into the knockout phases. Fingers crossed we manage to get there. That would be nice, as we do go 1-0 down here, and we're showing the reason why we might not just get in, but I'd like to think by now we definitely know how to make at least a playoff, let alone 7 points, 6 points, 8 points, however much it is. I'd like to think we can do that by now. It was only ever really in the first season where we struggled to get into those top spots, but we've always contested the top 16 at a minimum, because obviously with the seeding and stuff like that, it's a thing we didn't have to think about last year as much, because we were seeded at the best you could possibly be. But when you get into those playoffs, it can change. A lot can change depending on where you are in the league table, and that's why we just want to get rid of the hassle and go straight into the top 8, and be in a position where we should be, because we finished top 4, I guess you could say, in the Champions League last year. We were one of the 4 best teams, if that's how you want to term it, because we got to the semi-final, and we literally were in the top 4 best teams, if that's how it works. And now we just need to go and demonstrate it a little bit more, and also in this game, because we've not been able to grow into it at all. We should really probably try and hit this team on the counter, something like that. It looks like they've been having lots of possession, a very, very dominant performance from them, and if we can take something from this game, it's going to come probably on the counter-attack or something like that. That's how this game is shaping up to be. We really cannot get involved at all by the looks of it, so I guess that's the plan for the rest of this game here. Whether or not it will happen, I don't know. As I say, we just need a win from either the AC Milan game or the Real Madrid game, or we could get 2 draws and maybe sneak in with 17 points. Obviously, we have to do our job in the other games as well, but I think that may be enough. If we do make a playoff, I don't know whether I'd show it, because I can get very quickly to the round of 16 should we win our playoff. Rysaikov's got a free kick here, curls it all the way around, and that is our first chance here in this game, a chance to do something from this corner. As I was saying, I would probably just play the playoff, because I would like to think we'd win it, and then also I kind of advance there very, very quick, so I probably would do that. Shevchenko is going to play this corner in. It's a decent ball in. Kravchuk is there, it falls to Kuzmanik. What will he do with it now? Try and play this ball back in. He's taking it quite deep now, and he takes it back to Cambindo. Cambindo will not be able to do anything with that there. I mean, Cambindo has been very, very good since he's come into the team. He gives us a bit more of an attacking profile than Antonio was very good, but I guess he's a kind of a direct Ouattara replacement, which we obviously couldn't sign, as he finds himself on this throw in here, and he wins the ball back. He's got some very some bright trainers on, as you can see. I mean, I've never really looked at him, to be fair, the shoes that these players wear. Rysaikov's in behind, Rysaikov with the shot, and that is 1-1 here in Anfield. A massive goal from Rysaikov. He loves scoring against them. I think he did in the last game. Surely it's onside. I don't know how it's offside. It is onside, and that is a goal in this game, a massive one at that. And Rysaikov just loves scoring against Liverpool. I have a feeling he scored quite a few last time we played against them, and that is a very, very big goal, and we've got 15 minutes to try and hold on. Whether or not we can, we'll have to see. We've struggled with maintaining leads, and we've done it again there, but I think he is offside. That is an issue we have, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a mentality, maybe we can't focus. Mentality issue, as I say. I don't know what it is. Surely this is offside. I don't know how it's onside. The arms are not in the air, so it is going to be ruled offside. And if we come away from Anfield with a point, I would be very, very happy with that result. Obviously, it's not been a very good game. We have to think ahead as well to knock out games. If this is how we play against the team who won the Champions League last year, then it gives us a bit of encouragement, especially with the depth we have on the bench. Not as good as it was, and we don't have a full strength team today. Not a bad result in the slightest. We might even have a chance on the counter attack here. It's a ball over the top trying to find Kuzmanik. He's not able to do anything with it. Maybe the script is still going from last year, and we could maybe steal a win, or maybe Liverpool will get themselves a late goal here in this game. We're putting up a press, trying to force a mistake and win this ball back. There's looks like a bit of disorganisation in the Liverpool defence here, but they've managed to work it well. But Kuzmanik is still putting up the press, and we're closing this ball down. We're not able to win it back yet, but we're really getting onto them and trying to win this ball back. Liverpool just trying to knock it around here, make something for themselves in this midfield. There's a massive hole here of no Liverpool players at all. I don't know what the type of formation they're playing or whatever, but it's definitely an interesting one. With the ball in behind, and that is a very, very poorly defended goal. Rysaikov is in there, and he's absolutely shocking how we've conceded a goal like that. Just let the player completely run around us, and that is 2-1 here, and that is very, very frustrating. We did so well to get that goal, and now we've just completely lost the lead that we had in this game. Not the lead, but we had a momentum. That's what is the best way to describe it. And now we've completely lost it. Very, very frustrating. Guess we can see if we can get a goal here in this game now to steal what would be a very, very late point. We've had obviously our shots in the second half. If we can replicate something like that, then we would ideally come away with a point in this game, but it's looking unlikely. not our best performance, but against a team who won the Champions League last year, I guess we can't complain too much. We just have to be a little bit better against a Real Madrid team who we did better than last year, and also an AC Milan team who we did better than as well. The only teams who did better than us, Atletico Madrid were there, but I guess you could say RB Leipzig and Liverpool. So I don't know. We'll have to see as we Liverpool come on the attack here, and it's some poor defending again. Really, we were on the ball, and on this left side, it's poor. Really, Antonio has to do better in that situation. There's going to be a check, and the goal is going to stand. It's not going to be a draw here at Anfield by the looks of it, unless we can get 2 late goals. Very, very unlikely. A frustrating day, but we've got it gives us work to do in the rest of this Champions League phase, and we have to just see what we can do, in the hopes that we can make that top 8. But the full-time whistle is going to go here against Liverpool. It's not going to be. Maybe there's one final chance for a consolation goal. Liverpool with a goal kick here, if we can potentially force a mistake. The ball is played out wide. Quartazar wins it back, and he's advancing with it. He finds Jackson. Jackson gonna release a shot. He finds Rudenko, and that is a goal. 2 minutes left to potentially find a late winner. It's a lovely finish from Rudenko. He gives us a carbon copy model of what Shevchenko does. It's a lovely finish, and that is a good goal. Very, very impressed with that goal. We're on the attacking mindset with the momentum. You never know really what we can happen in this game. It would be nice, but we'll have to see. Lozano has won this ball back. Kuzminic running behind. He goes back to Lind, back to Kravchuk, who's at centre back now, covering for Lozano. Lind into Anderson, and that is why we are not going to get a draw here. 1-on-1 with the keeper, square ball, and it's been a very, very bad day for us, to be fair. Defensively, we have been woeful. I mean, Lozano, very, very frustrated because we didn't let him go. But what do you want me to do? We're going to literally win the Champions League, but you just can't see the vision. It's poor in the end, but what can you do, really? The full-time whistle is going to go. It's a 4-2 loss on Merseyside. So the team for this game against Dynamo Kyiv, a bit of a rotated one. It starts with Enrique in goal, backline of Antonio, Lozano, Anderson and Zharov, Kravchuk, Jackson, Tom Jansen in the midfield. We've got Kambindo on the left, Shevchenko on the right, and Kuzminic up top. Kick off here in this game against Dynamo Kyiv. It'll be nice to come out of the intensity of Champions League football for a bit and just play this game. It's a big game, but obviously the league is a completely different thing for us. We've won it 4 times in a row now. We deal with it in a very different way, rotate the team, stuff like that. I mean, it's been a few days. I think only been 2 days since our game against it was Liverpool. Obviously, we just played, and I think we have to play a rotated team. We've got games coming up. The next Champions League game is not the week coming up. I think it's the one after that, where we play Real Madrid, and we've had quite an intense start to the season. Lots of games, not as much rotation because we've had to get sharpness into these boys ready for this game, and I think it's been very chaotic as well with all the morale and stuff, just different things. That's just stupid things. Cambindo's in behind here, and he has the shot, and that is surely a first goal for Fabi Cambindo. I don't know why he would be offside. I mean, they'll have a look. Surely it's onside. He looked like he timed his run well. The decision is goal disallowed. That is very, very frustrating. I mean, he looked like he was in behind. It's not been the best day for us, has it really? But I guess we just have to see if we can get this result. If we do get a result today, obviously you can see Prekpatia are in 3rd place at the moment. Then it's Rock Lviv who are there. Kuzminic's in here, and Kuzminic has the shot. He's dinged the keeper, and it's forced to save from the keeper in the end. If we get this result, we would go like, I don't know, 5 points clear, something like that, 4 points clear, which would be good for us. So hopefully we can get it. Tom Jansen plays this ball in. It falls out to Jackson here, and Jackson been a very consistent player for us since he joined. We didn't spend loads on him, but always been an option for us. Lozano's fouled there, and that is a free kick, and surely a red card early on here. It looked like it was a bad challenge. it's not going to be a red card, which is interesting because we always get red card. Well, it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Rysakov got that red card. Jackson with this free kick, he just put it over the bar there. Very, very direct shot, but he's not able to convert in the end as a few minutes goes in this game. It's been very, very lively early on. Cambindo did very, very well in the early moments. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to play left wing, but if he obviously does well there, then he gives competition to Rysakov. Rysakov, I'd argue, is our most consistent attacker, to be honest. I mean, Kuzminic scores a lot, but Rysakov gives you all around, and he has been for, especially last season. He was probably, I think Kuzminic is there. I don't think Shevchenko is, because he had a pretty inconsistent last season, and he's had a good start to this season, but he hasn't really been involved in the last few games. I think Rysakov gives you everything that you want from an attacker, and that's very, very important. And that's why I'd probably give him that title. As you can see there, we are 2 points clear at the top of the table as it stands, with this game being a draw. So if we did get a win, depending on how Rock are doing, have they played? They are playing at the moment, and if they got an extra 2 points, it wouldn't matter. So going 4 points clear, 10 games in, not bad. We were like 15 clear at one point last year, like midway through the season, but then we lost that a little bit because we lost a few games and dropped some points. Not really too bothered. As I say, it's a completely different type of experience for us in the league now. In terms of the Champions League, we've been given 50-1 odds, which is quite good considering in our first season. This is we've had round of six, we've had a playoff, round of 16, round of 16, semi-final. This is our 5th Champions League season now. We were 1,000-1 in the first season, and now we're 50-1. So clearly, a bit of an improvement there. But at the same time, they still don't rate us that highly, even though we've been a quite consistent team. Really, our odds should be a little bit better than that. There's a branch of teams who are extremely dominant and have been like winning for the last few years. But apart from that, realistically, we probably should be there. So it's a shame that they don't rate us that highly. But at the same time, it also gives us it makes for a very nice story. Should we go on and go on and do it, we would be what you'd consider, I guess, is a bit of an underdog story, which is always nice. I mean, that's what we were going on last year until we were stopped in our tracks against RB Leipzig. Obviously, we will have learnt a lot from that game. Defensively, I mean, I think we have a perfect team now on paper. Obviously the depth could improve a little bit, but I have gone to Champions League finals with literally a few substitutes. I've gone to Champions League semi-finals, quarter-finals with barely any subs, and it's worked out. Kuzminik's in behind here, and that is a goal in this big Ukrainian derby. It's Kuzminik who gets it, of course he does, on the big day. Who else to score? Alexander Kuzminik with, I mean, I don't know how many league goals he's scored by now. We can take a look, because in where is it? It's here, 157. That's got to be surely close to a record. That's absolutely insane. 157 league goals from him. I don't know why it only shows league goals there, but I guess it does. And that is a time where it is a little bit useful for us, and that could be a very, very big goal. I mean, the players who we brought on here, Rudenko's a big player. We had starting the game Kravchuk in the middle, who actually won. He won an award last year in the league. I don't know if it was Player of the Year. I don't think it was. I don't know who it was who won Player of the Year. We can take a look, obviously. He won something, or he got like top 3 in something. He had a very, very good domestic campaign, and if this is where we need him, then it's good. He needs to obviously step up a little bit in the Champions League, and that's what I guess this, giving him minutes in the Champions League. He has started a Champions League game already as well this season because of injuries and stuff like that. In that game against Liverpool, as you know, I say we don't have good depth, but we were also missing the likes of Ochoa. Neto was also out, and they're two very big misses. Some of our most creative players, and that's why we don't score. We maybe didn't score the goals that we wanted to. Is there a sending off here for the Dynamo Kyiv player? The referee has gone over. Is he going to pull out the red card? That's what he does. Maybe should have already been a red card in this game, but I guess not. And their winger has been sent off, and now surely we can go and wrap up this game. It's been a pretty quiet game from us. I mean, it's been, I'd argue, a more balanced game, if anything. But the most important thing is that we lead 1-0 here in this game, and we are going to go on to pick up another Derby Day win against Dynamo Kyiv. Very, very big rivalry here, and it's Kuzmanik who gets the goal. He must be, I mean, he only showed league goals, 157 league goals is crazy. I don't know if he'll retire here. I would argue he's gone into the Corners of Europe Hall of Fame, but as you can see there, 246 league games played. If we take a look at his stats overall, I don't know why they don't show stats as all competitions, because he's got a lot of Champions League goals as well. I mean, you can take a look here. So Continental, 7, 6, 10, 7, 3, 5, 3. Some of these were before our time here, but quite a few of the big numbers at the start were whilst we've been here. Must have, you know, what, 50 goals in continental competition as well, which in itself, considering this, I mean, I'm actually going to have a look, because considering this Shakhtar team only playing the Champions League, you can't get relegated. If you take a look, so it starts with 1, goes up to 12. I was looking, oh no, that's appearances actually, so it's nothing there. 7 goes to 13, 23, 30, up to 33. We've got 38 there, 41, 43, and then is there none here? 44 was there, and then yeah, 44 Champions League goals. I don't know many players who've got that many goals in the Champions League. He is, you know, a legend of this team of Shakhtar. I don't know where they rate him in the all-time legends. We can take a look if it'll let me go and click it. As you can see, he's not in the legends. He is in the icons just below Georgi Sidaikov there, as you can see. And the thing I was on about, I'm actually going to take a look here. The awards from last year. I think we showed them. I don't know if we did actually. I don't know if we did. I usually do show them, but I don't think we did. If we take a look at the but not past winners, is it? No, it is in records or award winners. So player of the season last year, it was Kuzmanik. It was Shevchenko in second, and then Neto in third. We had goalkeeper of the season go to Enrique. Defender went to Cortazar, which is quite crazy really, considering he didn't really play as many league games as maybe he would have wanted to. It was Zharov who played a little bit more than him. It doesn't show second and third. Shevchenko won midfielder of the year. Kuzmanik with forward of the year. Did we win coach of the year? We did win coach of the year, as you can see. And then also team of the year. We had 8 players in there. Was it? Yeah, 8 players. No Rusykov. He misses out once again, which is crazy. Golden boot, Kuzmanik, and young player of the season did not go. It went to Rudenko, which is fair enough. He had a very, very good season. But you can see there what a player Shevchenko is. Not Shevchenko. Shevchenko is a good player, but Kuzmanik, what a player he is. He is a Corners of Europe legend, probably along with Shevchenko as well. Anyone else we consider in there from this team? I'm not too sure. There's probably a few claims from some other players, but yeah, them two. Very, very big players, and it'll be fun to see. Obviously, from this point now, we've got about 2 months until FM25, where I would like to start something new. Then, if Corners of Europe has to carry on into then it will. But I'd also like to think we can wrap up. I mean, if we have 60 uploads by then, I'd like to think we can wrap up the Corners of Europe challenge by then, and then we start something new. It would be nice to do, you know, an ending video where we have like an award ceremony. I think that would be very, very good to see what we do there, and them two will definitely have a claim into the Corners of Europe Hall of Fame. But you know, a derby that could potentially go into the Hall of Fame is this game here. It's been a very, very close game, but ultimately we're going to come away with a 1-0 win. The full-time whistle goes, and we have beaten Dynamo Kyiv once again. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.